Hey guys, in this video we are going to edit the background of this image and transform it to look exactly like this. I will show you how we added this shadow to make the manipulation look more realistic, and how to place the background and every other thing in the image. We're covering the full process from start to finish, and with no further ado, let's get started. So right here on the image we are going to fix the background manually like this. To do that, we just use the patch tool. Take your patch tool and circle around your image. Pull from the unwanted area to the area you want to replace. So we are basically patching the background. We'll make a selection of areas like this and then drag to a neater area to replace, as easy as this. And then we'll continue to patch this background. So this is how the background is looking like right now. The next thing we're going to do, if you zoom to the face of this model, you can see that we can touch it easily using the autoface FS action. On the autoface FS action, just click on the play button, and voila, you get this result. Here was the before and here is the after. The autoface action basically fix your skin issues. Here was the before and here is the after. It basically retouch your image with just one click. It's a very fast way of retouching your image. You can get the action link, is in the description, and it's just $1. Get this action and fasten your retouching process. So the link to get the autofix FS action is in the description. So right now we are going to right click on the autofix layer and flatten the image. We are now going to duplicate the background layer. I'm going to come here to quick selection. So you click on quick selection so that I get the select subject option. Now I'm going to click on select subject to select the subject from the background. Once the subject is selected from the background, I'm now going to create a layer mask, add layer mask, and now the subject has been selected from the background. And I'm going to continue to clean the background. Use a mixer brush. Make sure your setting is just like this. Increase the wetness to 100. Make sure the current brush load is transparent, and make sure it's on. Clean the brush after every stroke. Make sure this option is selected so that the brush will be cleaned after every stroke. So just like that, you paint over the background, like you mix the depths in the background so that it becomes smooth, as easy as this. The next thing we are going to do, we are going to bring our background into the image. So to do that, we come and now we drag this background and bring it into the image like this. We are now going to transform by resizing and then placing the background like this so that it looks like the model is standing on it. So once you place this background, it looks very fake. You can see there's no shadow here and everything doesn't really look nice. So what we are going to do now, we are going to change the blend mode of this to multiply. Once it's changed the blend mode to multiply, it looks slightly more realistic. But to make it even look way more realistic, we are going to duplicate the background layer. There's a subject layer. Let's just rename this subject to keep things organized. Subject, shadow. And I'm going to right click on the shadow adjustment, convert to smart object, and now we are going to press Ctrl U. If you are using a Mac, you press Command U to bring up the hue saturation. And now we are going to reduce the lightness to -100. And I'm going to click on OK. And now I'm going to come to Filter, Blur, Gaussian Blur. I'm going to blur the shadow to about 11 radius and click on OK. So right now I'm going to press on Ctrl T. If you're using a Mac, press Command T. So see, smart filters applied to this layer will be turned off temporarily while the transform is being previewed. They will be applied after committing the transform. And I'm going to click on OK. And I'm going to slightly move the shadow from the subject. And I'm going to right click, I'm going to skew, and we are going to make this transformation adjustment to the shadow like this. going to bend it. We are going to skew it like this. And when we click on OK, this is the result we are going to get right now. I'm going to reduce the opacity of the shadow to about 15. We are now going to blur the shadow again. Filter, blur, Gaussian blur. And I'm still going to blur the shadow to about 30. I'm going to click on OK right now. So see the before the shadow, see the after. It's a very soft shadow, and it's making the model is casting a shadow in the background, and this making the transformation, the manipulation to look more realistic. We're also going to create a ground shadow. To do that, we are going to duplicate this shadow just like this. And I'm going to increase the opacity. And I'm going to Ctrl T, OK to transform. I'm going to bring the shadow down a little bit like this. And I'm going to right click and we are going to warp. So once you click on the warp, we have these points that we can transform. So to create a new point, you are going to click on this. At this point, you are going to place the points here like this, so that we can make transformation to the shadows like this. So you can see the shadow of the ground. Let's increase the opacity so that you see it very well. This is the shadow. I'm transforming the shadow as easy as this. And once you click on OK, this is the result you get. And this shadow is only supposed to be applied to the floor, so I'm going to take a lasso tool and make a row selection on the floor like this. And we are going to create a layer mask to remove the shadow from other areas and just make the shadow appear only on the floor. We are going to feather this selection like this. Now we are going to reduce the opacity again, just like this. So this is the before and this is the after. Once we are okay with this, we can take our brush on the layer marks. Make sure the foreground of the brush is black, so that we can pen the shadow from any areas that is applying that we don't want, just like this. So we want the shadow to be very subtle to reduce the opacity, as easy as this. So here was the before, and you see how realistic the shadow we added is. As beautiful as this, and then we added the background. Finally, we are going to add this flower pot. So you drag the flower pot here onto the image like this, and just resize. You now click on OK. You see this flower pot PNG comes with its own shadow, but the direction of the shadow is different from the direction of the shadow of the subject. So to correct that, we are going to Ctrl T or Command T, Ctrl T on your PC, Command T on your Mac to bring up the transformation. Now you right click and flip horizontal to flip the shadow to the right direction, just like this. And I'm going to come to filter, blur, Gaussian blur. We are going to blur this to the radius of 3 or 3.3 like this. Let's take it up a little bit, just for the flower pot to lose focus. That's why we're blurring it. Now you click on OK. And just bring down the opacity small like this, just a little bit, about 90 is okay, so that the wall can now just see through the flower a little bit to make everything look realistic. If it's too much, you take it up just slightly, I think 96 like this, something like this. So let's take a look at our transformation. We took this image from looking like this to looking like this. Now if you zoom to the model face, you can see that we took the model face from looking like this to looking like this. You see, we retouch the skin using the AutoFix FS action. It's available for PC and for Mac. So you can get the autofix FS action link is in the description. The background overlays we used and the flower pot, there's a link in the description to get them all for absolutely free. But to get the autofix FS action, you just need to make a very tiny payment of about $1 and you get this beautiful skin result that still looks realistic. You can go on to dodge and burn this image. I already made a video on how to dodge and burn, how to whiten the eye and every other necessary step to make the image look superb and amazing. You can also apply LUTs to the skin tone. I already shared a free LUT in the previous video. You can go on to watch that video to learn how to apply LUTs and presets to your image. There's a lot on the channel you can go on to watch. If you love the result we got here, please like the video. Please leave a fire emoji in the comment section. Also subscribe to this channel for more helpful tips, tricks, and photography tutorials. Really happy to be part of your creative journey. See you in another amazing tutorial.